So let's get started. Today's session, October 17, 2021. Okay, so we are starting with DSKE, the lowest price first. We will discuss, okay? Now, ascending order. So DSKE, I think we did analyze this last time. I think it has beautifully touched the support here, 8.05, and then it is now at the resistance. So if it crosses 10, so then the next target will be 14. So overall, I think it is pretty bullish.
Morning, hi Basaraj.
Hey, Sumant.
Hey,
Hi Vijay.
hello.
So another thing what we can see here is a little bit of this also. So there is one more, kind of a resistance that will come here. So that means if it crosses 10, so you will see some resistance around 11.8 or 12, okay? But ultimately it has to go to 14.5. Let me see. Yes, there you go. So it's going to take some time, but that is the path. So if this crosses 14, I think there will be some pullback or something around 14 to 12. And then if it makes a handle and then if it breaks above 14, so then nothing like it. So you will see another $10 up, 24 or 25. So I think overall the trend is up, no doubt about it. Okay. So we can just make the corrections here if you want it on a longer term basis. Yep. So overall up. So as far as the DSK is concerned, okay. CVLG. So CVLG, beautiful. Again, if you look at this is a monthly chart. I think we can take this as the, instead of this, let us put a zone for this one. So it has to enter into the zone 32, okay? So if it crosses 32 this time, and if it breaks above 36, it's really going to fly. Okay.
What company is this? CVLG?
Looks like logistics.
Oh,
Covenant Logistics.
I see. I see.
So, I mean, from long-term perspective, if you see, I mean, very good, chart formation here.
Yeah.
So
it's a nice setup.
32 to 36 will be the next consolidation phase before it just flies. Okay, so even if we see kind of 4 hours, look at it, 4 hours already it is forming nice cup, nice, pullbacks and nice handles, and then again one more small, cups here. So I think it's overall it is looking bullish even the short term. Okay, so coming to LVS. Okay, as far as LVS is concerned, right now it is in the bottom here. I mean, again, I think it's better to draw a zone because that makes more meaningful here for this one. So this is the consolidation zone for this. So which is between 35 to 40. So on a monthly chart, it is still down, but hopefully, this month it is going to kind of slow down from the reaching the bottom here. So it's almost like it's at the bottom. If we see the monthly chart and a long-term chart, 20 years. So it is at the bottom. So hopefully look for some accumulation between this 35 to 40 and, this taking turn. Okay. So, I mean, it's wait and watch, or maybe we can keep accumulating in a very small portions. Okay. So consolidation zone is here. That is LVS.
So I actually asked for this. So just to give a little bit background, this is little bit China play as well. Among the casino stocks, this is one of the ones which is beaten up the most.
Very beaten, just like
Which
Baba.
if you
it has
see,
come down, yeah.
exactly. If you see Win, if you see MGM, they're all doing very well.
Correct.
So the reason this is beaten up is this has a lot more exposure in Singapore and Macau compared to other casino stocks. So we have to see how.
But even if, for that matter, if you see Win, right? So it is also kind of, I mean, 80 is still low compared to its all-time high of 249.
Correct.
So again, it is forming. If you look at the long term, look at this nice wedge formation that it is having. So it is at the bottom of the edge. The wedge. Okay, so it has to bounce. It has to bounce. So if it breaks this level, then it is going to see that 40, 50 and all that. Okay. So hopefully it finds a good support around this level and then bounces. So anything above this 88, 90 and all that. So it is going to go to 150 again to retest. But again, if by this time, if it crosses, nothing like it, it will go back to 251. Okay, so it's a nice wedge formation from the long-term perspective. It's a monthly chart. Don't expect things to change, weeks or 2 weeks time. So so maybe because the year end coming and so they might throw some nice news and all that from the traffic, so they might show something positive here. But overall, I think these are the opportunities like to accumulate in a small portions, I would say.
Exactly. Opportunity.
Yeah.
Cool.
So PFE, it did go through this. It's a monthly chart again. Okay. So it did have a nice, push here, but somehow it could not sustain that. So let's see whether it's going to really break these levels and then come back to 39. But we will have to see. Let's see. That's a monthly chart. So day-wise, overall, it looks like a pullback after reaching 51. A very good pullback to 41 level. So where it has a very good support actually. So hopefully this previous resistance will act as a good support. So PFE is at a very key point here. So it should not break 40. Even if it breaks, so the low range we can say is 39 to 40. So not a big pullback after current price. So my expectation is it has to bounce from here, and again it has to retest the 51 and above. So the PFE seems to be in a good position from the accumulation perspective in long-term portfolio side. So as far as Bank of America is concerned, this is the story for this. So that means it has a lot of time in the scope to go high. Okay. So it is just heading towards that 55 range.
Okay.
Slow and steady, but that is where its path is. Okay, nothing can stop it. So it is just upward trend. Okay, it has multiple times it has crossed the support level and the resistance level. So if it pulls back to maybe around 38 or something, it will be a good opportunity to buy. But this falling below 40, the chances are low at this moment, unless it takes some turn here, and then if there is a pullback, so maximum you can see is around 35, but 55 is going to be the range where it wants to go to. Okay, so BSE seems to be bullish based on the chart here. AB also, like I think we did read about this chart maybe a couple of months ago, maybe when it was just crossing this 36. And after that, no pullback. Beautiful. And if you can see, it's going towards that 58, its range. So that's where like another $4-6 it can go. And then after that, it might face some resistance here. But if it breaks that 58, so then it's going to retest 94, but it will take time, like a few more months. Okay. But overall, like stock seems to be doing pretty nice. Okay. So 58 is a next resistance level. Okay. So Pinterest is interesting. So right now we are seeing that after this huge move, a pullback, we are seeing the reduced volume from the selling perspective. Hopefully this candle becomes smaller in coming months. Let's see on a weekly chart how it looks like. So just keep an eye, and the current level is very critical. If it breaks this 52 level, okay, the next support is at 37. Okay, so look for some green candles here, 1 or 2 days. I mean, next week, next 2 weeks, looks for green candle and then let it take its direction. But right now it is 50-50. It can go in either direction from here. So just be careful with this one. PTSI, beautiful breakout on a weekly chart. So what is that we can expect? So we can expect so right now it is at 55 level, right? So it is currently, the first target, like whoever might have accumulated the stock here. So it has already reached the first target. Okay. So looks like all this logistics and, the transportation and these stocks have really, they're doing well in the past couple of months. So 35 to 55 already a very good move. If you have some stocks, maybe you should see if you would like to clear some here and wait for it to pull back to maybe around this level, around 47 level, and then you can add. Okay. So, but again, the chances of this one breaking above and then again trying to reach like 75 is will still be in the play actually. Okay, so maybe you can retain some after booking some profit here. Maybe partial profit booking can be done here. Okay. So let's see if it just breaks through this 55 level and then reaches 75. Okay, but chart is beautiful. Twitter, so we are on again weekly chart here for your information. Twitter, nice breakout around this level, 47, and after that it is trying to form this bridge. So it has to see whether it's going to really face this 57 level. And so right now it is in a range. Okay, it is currently in a range bound between this resistance and the support, like 58 to 66. So it is going to bounce in the next couple of weeks. It is just going to bounce between this. The moment it crosses this resistance, then it's going to go higher. But looking at this particular chart, overall sentiment looks like a bullish. Okay, so if it really crosses the 67, 68 level in the next couple of weeks, so then it's going to cross 80 and then 100 and it will continue to go up. Okay, so that is Twitter. So overall, it is still bullish. AMD. So last time we had drawn this range. Beautiful. It is obeying this range. So it is back into this, zone. So above 103, again, it is moving towards that 122 range. So overall, I think TSM posted good earnings last week. So hopefully that's going to help with the market also seeing bullishness there. So it is going to retest its 120 and then 140. So that was our original expectation. So right now it is consolidating. I think every time that's what it is doing. As soon as it reaches a new range, it's going to have that $20 range move. And again, the same thing it is doing, like, 120 to 100. So around $20 move, what we are seeing. So it's going to consolidate in this range. Anything above 122, it's going to fly again. Okay. So AMD overall bullish. Any pullback is just a addition opportunity. Okay. QCOM. So Qualcomm, it has really touched the support level now. Okay. It did break out here around 133 and then it went all the way to 150, but again it is retesting 120. So currently it is at a support level. Just to keep an eye on this one, and maybe some accumulation can be made here around this level if you're a long-term person. So, but again, it should not break this 123 level, and then if it breaks, the 107 is the next support. So hopefully it will hold that 123 level. Okay. So again, it's a 50-50 at this moment. Keep an eye on that. Okay. Umbrella.
140 is a great breakout here.
Yeah. So 66 level, I mean, long term, I think it was having, sorry. So for a long term, excuse me, sorry. So for the long term, it was like 67 was a very strong support. And then as you said, like 137, so that is the next breakout. So right now, I would say any pullback, if you want to make a short-term trades or swing trades, so that might be helpful. But again, if you want to buy and hold at this level, I'm not sure. Unless you know completely about the company. Okay, yeah, sorry, this is interesting. Just a moment. Oh, so it basically it has crossed money. It is actually 130C. So yeah, very nice chart formation, guys. So this one will be around this level. Yeah, interesting. How could we miss this? If we really see this one. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So this is what we were about to miss. Yep, 230 seems to be next target for this one. So umbrella is, I mean, already umbrella stop is broken. So nothing can stop this one, I think. So it has really broken the very long-term, base, and not only the base, it's nice cup and handle. So it has crossed at 130. So that's where I think it is heading towards 230 umbrella. What do you say, Amani? Looks promising, right?
Yeah, it looks promising. That's why I thought around the 160 range, it can be an entry for it.
Yeah, I mean, if it just pulls back to, yeah, you're right, like 150 to 160, if it comes back. So yeah.
What do they do, umbrella?
It says semiconductor equipment. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I see.
Just like Micron and all these guys.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, Baba. So I think Baba is again at the, testing the lower end of the, the support level. So I think any dip will be a good buy for as far as the Baba is concerned. I mean, until you see a good, at least one green candle. Hopefully we will see that in the next coming. Let's see, weekly chart. I see there is one green candle because last week was good. I think it has to break this resistance line. That will be a very good confirmation for us. If it really breaks this 170, so then it can go to 203, 225, 247, that range again. Okay. So right now it is just touching this lower end of the, this triangle, and then it is bouncing. So 170 is again a resistance. So it may come back to 150 range and then go up, or else it has to break this. So just keep a close eye on 170 level. So if it crosses 170, then it will go towards 203. So that is the expectation for this. Okay. Okay, so as far as the NVIDIA, just a minute. Okay. So as far as the NVIDIA is concerned, just a minute. Okay. So NVIDIA is again, it was in the range bound, and then it went into the small zone, but it broke that actually. It broke, and then it just came back to 196. Turn on the light, please. So yeah, so it's around 211 is where it had to break out again. So again, it's on uptrend. So looks like it's going to continue and cross this 230 and go beyond. So that's what chart is saying. So let's see how it behaves in the coming weeks. Okay. So NVIDIA overall strong. So no doubt about it. So low also seems to be pretty good from the consolidation and then the breakout. Let's see if I see any other pattern here. Nothing like this. So it is just going continuously up. That's it. Okay. It is just that if you have bought, like, just hold it. I don't think it is buy and hold at this level. Okay, because it's already kind of gone too much, up. But the short term still looks bullish. I mean, if you look at the chart here, the 4 hours chart, it is still looking bullish. So that means it still has more room to go up. Okay, so it is just that fresh entry, I'm not sure, but whoever is holding, you can just hold it. No need to kind of panic because there is no bear signal as such for this one. Okay. So overall, it is looking bullish. Okay. Okay, Eli Lilly. So this is a very good. Here. So Eli Lilly has tested the 215 support level. So now it has to again go back to 275. So nice bounce. So maybe it can see some resistance around this level, around 230, 240 level, current level basically. So if it breaks this current level of 240, so then it has potential to go more higher. Let's do this. So there is a double confirmation for this. Is it Sumant who asked for this?
Yeah, I've been following it after few, like Morgan Stanley and Jim Cramer, they've all been bullish on this.
Right. So if you really look at it, on a trend line, right? So nice support, it bounced like around 179, then it went up to 275. Then the next support was at 222. There is a almost like, nice double confirmation here. Like there is one more support here that it is having, and then one support here. So it's kind of in this range, very critical range at this point. So if it breaks about 240, so then it's going to go more like 375 or whatever it is, the next target. Okay. But overall looks bullish as far as Eli Lilly is concerned.
Thank you.
Okay. Spotify is okay. I think Spotify had a nice pullback to the support level here. Look at it, beautiful. 201. Nice pullback, and then I think it tried to break this level 217. Another great support. So it did not break this 217 and it bounced back. So now it is heading towards 256 and then 289. So overall looks bullish. We just look for this 257, 258 as a resistance. It has to break this resistance and then make its way towards 290. Okay. There is one more thing we can look for. No. So not a very clear one, but this is another support we can treat it here. It's around 220 level, whatever where it bounced. So I think better than this one, I think this support level seems to be pretty strong, 220. So that's where the bounce has happened. So in case if it finds some resistance here, so it's again going to test back 220 or else 290 is the next level. Okay. So that's about Spotify. So Microsoft, again, 292 was its very strong support. It did hold that now, and it is ready to break above 305. Okay, so overall, again, bullish. So no bearish signs at this moment. So we did see weekly candle also is green. So if it breaks 305, so then again it's going to go up. So we did not see any kind of a bearish sign here. So if it had crossed this week below this level, then we would have expected 275 level for Microsoft. But looks like the bullishness is continuing after this break above the upper end of the channel here. Okay. So Microsoft is also bullish. So mRNA is kind of sell-off happened and pullback happened, not the sell-off. Pullback happened, and then it tested the 295 level, and it is oscillating between 295 and 325. So that is the level what we are seeing here. Let's look at. So right now, overall direction, if you see, it is very kind of. If it has to stay above this 325 level for it to really go up. If you look at this resistance, right, it's very kind of sorry about this. The number of lines what we have drawn here is slightly confusing, but look at this particular resistance here. So this resistance is now acting as a very good support here because it did break above this resistance here, like 280, and then it went all the way to 497. But again, it tried to break below this, but now it is kind of holding this 325 level. So we need to keep an eye on this particular resistance. If it closes below 325, and then it's going to retest 295 and then 250 and these levels. If it stays above 325, so then it's going to retest the higher levels. Okay. So just keep a very close eye on this 325, because I mean, especially this resistance line. very, very strong, and all decisions you can make based on whether it closes above this line or closes below this line. So based on that, you can make your strategies. Okay. Okay, that's it. I think we covered all the.
Hey, Basara, look at Affirm, AFRM.
Oh yeah, AFRM. Let me add this here.
That's a new rocket ship now.
Yeah. So many people are kind of.
Man, Hasib and I were unlucky 2 times, man. I'm telling you.
But this one?
Yeah. We bought it at 71, thinking
oh
of
my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
And put a stop loss around 68 or 67, it stopped out. Next day.
maybe I think
that,
you must have expected that here, and then it just came down here.
See that red there? That is where I got stopped out.
Oh.
See what happened after that. And then
correct.
2 weeks ago, I said, okay, it is doing really well. Let's get it around 130-ish somewhere. And then I put a stop loss and it stopped out. Look at where it is.
So next time you please tell me your stop loss, please. We will make sure that we will put a buy at that place.
Asif and I keep telling, we have to change the oil. Just to stick.
I think that's exactly what the machines are doing, playing with us, our sentiments, right? So now I think after this huge, nice base here, I mean the cup here, looks like if it stays above 146, then it is going to go above.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my thinking. This is not a long term.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, what I'm saying is more from the speculative perspective, like
right,
nice push here, another push here, and another push here. Like so, these.
The breakouts are pretty strong in volume.
Yes. So this one, like 138, will be pretty strong. So it should not, 123 to that matter, you can say. So if it holds this level, like 130 level. If it pulls back, then it is again going to go pretty hard, very high.
Yeah, my plan is if it pulls back a little bit more, buy it and put a 4 to 5% stop loss again.
Yeah, more. Yeah, that's correct. So just let me know whatever is that number. Okay.
Right. I will post in the.
This is my buy price and this is my stop loss price. That's it. Yeah. All that we care about is your stop loss price.
No, the last 3-4 months, the stock market in general has always tested a little bit below the
stop
support
loss
and then started going up.
Correct.
Every time it keeps doing it, so it is taking out people on the stop loss. Actually.
Yes. And the thing is, like we need to be very quick in reacting to it, that as soon as again it comes back to whatever our original price, we have to re-enter. That's where the people will be, kind of, they get scared. Oh, okay. Maybe the second time it is going to bite me, right? So, but next time it is just running. The dog is not going to bite. The first time you are holding it and the dog is, biting.
No, that's why, it's kind of always a reminder on learning, right?
Right.
Every 6 months, 1 year,
pattern changes.
The strategy has to be different. How you trade.
Yes.
It cannot be the same damn way of stop loss, this, that.
No.
Even within that, you have to change a little bit so that it suits what the market is doing.
You are absolutely right. So in fact, again, for that, you have to look at the charts and see, like, okay, it's right now, it did stop loss, and when it started breaking above this high, wherever the volume came, these are the places where we have to really buy. Like, for example, if it crosses 100, I'll just buy. That's it. Because these guys will try to push this up.
Right.
So, and here, like, whatever the pullback was there due to to get the weak cards out. So that's where I think many people, like retailers, they get
right.
out. So these guys will continue to make. Sometimes it may come all the way till here.
Yeah,
That's another problem.
Yeah.
It can come all the way to 70 and then it will go up.
Right.
So we have to be extremely careful at that time. I mean, how much pullback it is happening, but the only thing that you can play is safely is cross above 100 here. In this case, right? So at that time, it is just going to give a very good push up.
Yep.
Okay, so that's great. So any other symbols before we wrap up?
No.
Okay, I think Ford is another thing we can take a look at it. I think Ford is also doing well. So I think it is heading towards the previous high of 16, the previous near-term high, sorry. So overall, it looks like bullish as far as the monthly is concerned. So great support around 13.67. So I'm just waiting for it to cross that 38 and then go, sorry, not 38, to 18. So after that, it is going to burst out. So, sorry, this one I'll start with. Yes. So overall, if we see stock, it crossed that 11 or whatever it is. So it did break. So I was expecting it will retest 10.72 and then it will go up. But it's anyway pretty much beaten up stock, right? So I'm just waiting for this to cross 18 and retest 22 and then go to 32 or 38. So, I mean, overall, nothing to worry as such for as far as this stock is concerned. Look at it, nice base it is forming. So the day it crosses 16.5, so I think it was going to go to 22 easily. So nice pattern on the Ford. Okay. Okay, guys. So if nothing else is there, we can wrap up for today. Okay.